Metropolitan Transit Commission Board for October 15th. Roll call will find all members here except Dave Kleiss from St. Cloud. Are there any additions or changes?
Yes, I'd like to add item number 10 under general business, Pete Mug, recognition of service award.
Okay. Anything else? Somebody want to move to approve the agenda as amended?
So moved. Second.
Further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Consent agenda. Item 5, September 17, 2019 meeting minutes. Item 6, September 2019 balance sheet, budget statement, and bank statements. Item 7, September 2019 list of bills. And item 8, September 2019 fixed route dial ride North Star Link ridership reports.
Motion approved. Second.
Further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Open forum. Gail?
Yes, I don't know how to start this. I really don't know how to start this, but I've been riding the newest buses with the new seats, and I almost felt like I was sliding away off the seat. I don't know if I should be changing the pants I'm wearing or if something shouldn't be done about the seats. Also, I feel we should have some say in what we get for buses, because it's kind of like, this is our service supposedly, and but we're left off here in Timbuk 38 somewhere, and all of a sudden it's done without us.
Okay.
And I mean, that's about all I have to say right now.
All right, well, we can take that under consideration. I think that was brought up last meeting about the slippery seats. So I don't know if we have to get some sticky mouse traps to put on top of there or something, or what. But. All right, thanks. Kim?
I guess you probably never had a book report at a meeting before. But there have been some problems lately at the bus commission. And I'd like to offer a solution. Morale is really low. There was a meeting that happened last month, and you guys know, especially the ones that have been on the board for a long time, I've been asking for years for really good first-person disability inclusion training. I at no time meant to use that to pick on drivers or passengers or others. I've also asked for other things, like have people that ride the buses and drivers and family members give input on bus selection. For example, I was telling Kurt before, one of the buses has really bad water damage. I can't remember if it's a Champion or if it's a new bus. But giant squares this big, 2 of them of water damage, and it's rusting. And can you guys take that back to the manufacturer? Those are really expensive buses. And just a reminder that MnDOT pays for 80% of this commission. And so MnDOT kind of owns 80% of that bus, and it'd be really good if they could be kept in good operating condition. So what I'd like to offer as a solution to all this is understanding different points of view is good. And this book that I'm holding up is Range. It's on the bestseller list. It talks about innovation. A lot of times companies or places or nonprofits get stuck because they're an expert in one area and they might not understand how to fix this problem that they're stuck on. But when people from different areas can help, they can look at a different perspective, and then the problems get solved. And there's even an example from 3M. There's people that are subject matter experts, and then there's people that are like broad. And they both need to work together. And since the Dial-A-Ride service serves mostly people with disabilities and older people, it only makes sense to include them more in decisions. Because if we keep saying, you guys don't get it, then it means you don't get it. It's not like you're trying to not get it, but it's really good to have a variety of people involved in decisions. And like when you sign off, like I can't remember if it's 5 or 9 buses at a time, do you know what those buses look like? have you seen a picture? Are there pictures of like a prototype? Can a bus come and park in front? Can there be a video? Like, I guess I'm asking you, board, to try to know more about the decisions you're making, because sometimes at the legislature, they call it an unintended consequence. And sometimes if the wrong thing is decided, it costs a lot of money and can hurt people. So I'd like to see more working together with a variety of people and opening things up for more discussion. And I'd like to see any retaliation or retribution stop immediately. Like I said, I at no time wanted people to be picked on. People can't do what they're not taught. And I think it needs to start with the top, the administration. And if you guys would also like to take that training, first person means that a person in a wheelchair talks about what it's like to use a wheelchair. A person who is deaf talks about what it's like to be deaf. So I think it would be really good to get that soon, but let's try to work together. So thanks.
Okay, thanks. We'll take that into consideration. I don't know if we've ever done that before when we buy buses. Do we ever get input from any, from the,
We do. Yeah.
so, okay. All right, thanks. All right, item number 9, resolution 2020-01, recognizing donations.
The businesses listed above have made donations to the St. Cloud Metropolitan Transit Commission between October 1st, 2018 and September 30th, 2019. If there are no further questions, let it be resolved by the St. Cloud Metropolitan Transit Commission that the donations received in fiscal year 2019 listed in this resolution be accepted on behalf of Metrobus. With sincere thanks of the Commission.
All right,
Motion approved. Second.
further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Item 10, CEO update, or do you want to do the
Recognition first.
recognition first? All right.
So we have operator Pete Mugg sitting in the audience today. He was recognized on Friday by the Minnesota Public Transit Association as Operator of the Year. Pete Mugg has served the communities of central Minnesota as a Metrobus operator since 1977. That's before Dave and I were even born.
Thanks, Ryan.
In his 42-year career, he has been an exemplary employee with just 1 preventable accident and 3 substantiated complaints. Pete is community-focused. He is always willing to help drive buses for local law enforcement and fire departments in emergencies. Pete's professionalism and willingness to share his knowledge has made him a role model to all the new operators who come to work at Metrobus. He is a valued member of the Metrobus family and a worthy recipient of this prestigious award. So on behalf of Metrobus, I present to you Minnesota Bus Operator of the Year, 42-year veteran, Pete Mugg. So now we do the usual photo pictures.
Gotta make a speech first.
Right.
So we should have this in there?
Yeah. If you want to say a speech, you're welcome to say a 2-minute.
We all count. We all count. It's just not one.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
You need to be in the
You need to be in the middle.
Okay. Next to my mayor here.
You just tuck it like this, I get real close to you.
Careful.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have a deer back there
Better not step in $25 shoes.
1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. And one more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Perfect.
See, just doesn't get rid of having the 3.
No, I'm
Get rid of that, right?
I'm sure there was some threats involved.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Pete.
Thank you. Oh, hey, Gail.
Good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
It's been one wheel a long time.
It has been a long time.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Right, you got anything else?
Yeah, so just want to just take a moment while we have Pete here in the audience, just talk to you a little bit about the Minnesota Public Transit Association and Metrobus's involvement. Over the last couple of years, we had always had someone from Metrobus family being recognized by the Minnesota Public Transit Association. This year, we had Pete Mugg, who was just recognized as Bus Operator of the Year. Last year, we had Bob Regelman, who also is a 40-year employee, who's also been recognized as Operator of the Year. And of course, we have Todd Zurich, who's also been recognized by the Minnesota Public Transit Association as Safest Operator of the Year. We are all unique in our own way. We all being recognized in different ways, but we're all here to do a common goal. So I just want to just take a moment to thank the Metrobus operations team, the Metrobus family here. Pete, your family, your co-workers. I mean, you and Bob basically came in 2 years apart, and I know it's kind of like a challenge to see who's going to outdo the next person, you know. But everybody wants to be number one. You know, seniority is a big thing, and some of you guys are aware of that. Seniority is a big thing, but I'm just happy for you. The Metrobus team is happy for you, just for you to be recognized for your hard work, and just the other operators too are also being recognized by the Minnesota Public Transit Association. And hey, we have some of the best people in the state working right here for Metrobus. And we're proud of that. You know, your 40 plus years speaks volumes. The other operators who are here 40 plus years, and then Todd Zurich, and all the other operators who compete in our state rodeos, our local rodeos, and some go on nationally, some win, some don't, but just the fact that we have some of the best and the brightest working right here in our mix, and we're just happy to be part of that family. So on behalf of Metrobus and behalf of the Commission again, we congratulate you and all the other employees who have been recognized by the state of Minnesota for the good work that you do in serving our community.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then we also have our 50-year anniversary coming up, so we're also excited about that. I know each one of you guys will be in the audience. I know we have an action-packed, I can't just every day, I'm just talking to Nate every day, hey, what's going on? Can we do this? Can we do that? But I have to be kind of hands-off because, you know, we have a Metrobus committee who's actually planning the 50-year anniversary.
So it actually might work out.
Oh.
I'll take that one.
Make sure that hits the notes.
And so we're all looking forward to it. We're all looking forward to a good time with fun times, fun events, and this is just one aspect of Metrobus being the community for over 50 years, serving different communities, Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Wake Park, and St. Cloud. So we're just excited about that. We look forward to another 50 years of service to the community, and we'll all be here at the table 50 years from now just to celebrate Metrobus goes 100. So Ryan, look at me real quick.
We won't be here 50 years from now.
And then also, in closing, just would like to talk to you about the Connect service as well. Pete, you know, he was kind of like one of our forefront, you know, taking over Connects. When Connects was first a pilot, he volunteered to say, hey, I want to be one of the operators. Pete lives in Sartell, so he connected with a lot of the community members that we transport within the Sartell community. And the management team, we're going to meet here in the next 30 days to decide the fate of Connects. The pilot is coming to an end. We did the extension back in June. They carried out another 6 more months. So here in the next 30 days, we're going to meet behind the scenes just to look at the numbers and look at the big picture to make one final decision if we're going to keep Connects or we're going to go back to the traditional fixed route model. If we do keep Connects, we're going to tie in all the technology package that we have set aside for like our fare boxes, our mobile app, Next Bus technology, and then we're going to do a big package. And of course, we'll bring that to you as things progress. But those are some of the decisions that we're going to make here in the next next 30 days or so. And once we make that decision, we'll bring it forward with our action plan. Option A would be to keep it, or option B would be to go to the traditional fixed route model.
Starting tomorrow, City Works is going to start pulling the Metrobus signs where the old bus stops used to be. So hopefully we'll entice the right decision then.
So that'll be just perfect. We'll pull them out, next month we'll put them back in.
Yeah. That's good government right there.
Cost more money.
That's efficiency.
Yeah.
What's this cost?
And that's all I have for you right now.
All right.
If there are no questions, then.
Anybody got any questions? Anything else? No? Not? We are adjourned at 4:14.